Okay, there we go. Peace, peace. A little late. Something like the Lord might not show up when you want, but he's always on time. Salute. Wednesday, November the 20th, campaign trailing, tapping in. Double standards against Diddy. Are there legal double standards against Diddy versus all other people of the lighter complexion that's been guilty and convicted of way worse crimes than Diddy? Shouts out to my guy Demiza, Damian Young, I think his last name, from LA. You can follow him. You can find him on Instagram. Used to be program director at Power 106, music director or program director. But that's my dude. We go way back. But I seen a little video that he posted on his page today that I'm about to play in a few minutes. As soon as we hit the 2-minute mark. What up, Mr. Lambo? Peace, bro. Peace and blessings. And then, of course, I don't know if y'all been watching the news. The UK has attacked in Russia also. So is this a case of the US's allies tricking the United States into World War III before the inauguration, before Trump can even get in office? Are they setting the stage? Are they booby trapping and sabotaging the whole thing? So by the time he get in office, he's gonna have his hands full, whether he wanted a war or not. He already gonna be in one. Is that what y'all think is going on? So yeah, well, we just want to talk about that. But yeah, first up is my guy Demiza. Let me know what y'all think about this.
Yo, I know everybody in my comments going off about this Diddy thing. Let me explain something to you. Is anybody talking about the Abercrombie and Finch guy? I mean, he bailed out for $10 million. And he was running a trafficking company. Okay? Diddy got a $50 million bail, put up his house, put up his jet, put up his whole family's passports. And they're raiding his cell and keeping him incarcerated. Epstein, Weinstein bailed out. And that was like, I mean, hello? I mean, yeah, these YouTube videos, all this kind of stuff, everybody's putting these specials together, everybody's making money, and the freaking liquor company is enacting their morality clause so they don't have to pay him over $1 billion. Come on, people, wake up. I mean, if he was trafficking and there were kids involved, they would have filed charges already. I mean, and saying it's part of something bigger, the Abercrombie and Finch thing, that's part of something bigger. And that's just getting put right under the carpet while they freaking crucify Diddy. I mean, come on, man.
Man, what's y'all thoughts about that? Shouts out to my guy Demiza. What y'all think about that? Is there some validity? Is there some truth to that? Is Diddy the worst monster ever to hit the scene on this subject, to where that they can refuse him a bail, refuse him every type of appeal, allegedly raiding his cell now, and it's just a gang of drama. And then private investigators or whatever private investigators that's going from YouTuber to influencer that's offering them money to say favorable things about Diddy instead of those that might have been saying something negative about him or reporting negative. What do y'all think is going on here? Is Diddy really that top dog, that mastermind ringleader, or are they just setting him up and setting that image up as the face of this particular type of crime? And also, what is y'all thoughts about Denzel Washington, the Gladiator 2 Denzel Washington thing, alleged kiss, rainbow kiss that they deleted out of the movie? I watched it last night. I ain't gonna say how I watched it, but I watched it last night, and yeah, it's something going on, man. We heard he's supposed to be retiring after this next movie, this Wakanda or Black Panther 3 or whatever he said is supposed to be his last movie. But now I'm seeing reports that, you know, he's been suffering from alcoholism problem, like he's been like a wine addict. Allegedly, this is what they reporting. I saw yesterday. Because if you look at him, you know, you can see that Denzel is looking real, you know, burnt out. You know, he's not looking good. He's not looking healthy like he used to look. And he acting different. He acting kind of, you know, if you grew up in the 80s and you've seen how smokers and crackheads, you know, act, he kind of like on that page. He real, you know, touchy-feely, emotional, like poppy, jittery, like, you know what I'm saying? Real, you know, emotionally sensitive, volatile, and he don't look good. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know how old he is, but you can tell it's either cigarettes or some kind of illness, or they say if it's alcoholism. So I think that's me personally, my spider senses tell me that's associated with whatever personal choices, or he might have got drunk and hit one of these parties and got himself recorded doing something that, you know, he shouldn't have been doing. So that's what it seemed like to me, because just in general, his general vibe don't seem healthy. It don't seem cool. It don't seem peaceful. It seemed like he's dealing with something that he ain't never been dealing with before. That's just, you know, my outside vibe. I don't know if y'all picking up the same thing when you see and hear Denzel, you know, these days, but I was looking at, you know, a few little video clips of, I don't know if it was his screening, you know, a private screening or a pre-screening of his movie, and you know, rappers was there. He was talking to Snoop, and, you know what I'm saying, he was talking to some other people, and it just didn't look right to me. I'm just saying, to me, you know, we saw him at one of the basketball games on the floor getting into it, and Jay-Z or somebody, you know, trying to calm him down. So he going through something for sure. Just the fact that he was out there kicking it with Jay-Z like that. I don't know if he kicked it with Diddy like that. I don't know. You know, once you get under the influence of them wines and spirits, no telling what type of activity you are participating in. Them wines and spirits jump on you too tough. So I'm wondering if that's the case. Harris 2820 say Denzel is trying to get ahead of some dirt that's about to come out about him, like the fact he been on. I don't know nothing about that. Can't repeat that. But you know what I'm saying? He could even possibly be on them Diddy tapes. That's possible. It's possible. Kingdom United TV, peace. My brethren, I see you. Mr. Lambo, highly weird is what we knew it was, and what is and will continue to be. That's why I'm not in it. I would much rather be an enemy to Hollywood and in Hollywood than to be a friend and an ally and a peer. I'm happy where I'm at. Financially struggling and all. I'm happy to be here. I chose well. I think I chose well, because the people that we all used to look up to and, you know, admire and thought that they chose better than we did, that they got over and they got blessed. Now we see them spiraling downward. Any and everybody we used to look up to, we see them crashing out, spiraling downward, looking more and more desperate, looking more and more strange and out of touch and off, ill, you know. So it's not admirable. They're not attractive no more like that, because they spent their prime or they spent their talent somewhere else, or they got caught up. They stepped in a bear trap, slipped on that banana peel, got that banana in the tailpipe, something. But yeah, let me play this one more time with Demiza about this subject, and then we're gonna go to the U.S. and the UK actually attacking Russia and Ukraine using U.S. missiles also, and what that's about to lead up to.
Yo, I know everybody in my comments going off about this Diddy thing. Let me explain something to you. Is anybody talking about the Abercrombie and Finch guy? I mean, he bailed out for $10 million. And he was running a trafficking company. Okay? Diddy got a $50 million bail, put up his house, put up his jet, put up his whole family's passports. And they're raiding his cell and keeping him incarcerated. Epstein, Weinstein bailed out. And that was like, I mean, hello. I mean, yeah, these YouTube videos, all this kind of stuff, everybody's putting these specials together, everybody's making money, and the freaking liquor company is enacting their morality clause so they don't have to pay him over $1 billion. Come on, people, wake up. I mean, if he was trafficking and there were kids involved, they would have filed charges already. I mean, and saying it's part of something bigger, the Abercrombie and Finch thing, that's part of something bigger. And that's just getting put right under the carpet while they freaking crucify Diddy. I mean, come on, man.
Man, sounds about right to me. We haven't heard nothing from, his top super friend peers regarding that. Everybody is running and ducking for cover. Everybody is on mute. Everybody got their mute buttons on because they wondering what the feds or what Diddy gonna say. Is he gonna, is he gonna sing? Is he gonna tell what he know? Are they gonna MK Ultra him and shut him up? Are they gonna be able to hypnotize him? Are they gonna silence him like Jeff Epstein? So, but if they got him, they got whoever was with him. If they got something on him, they got something on everybody that was with him. Trust and believe. So now, since it's a multi-billion-dollar industry or even a trillion-dollar industry, multi-billionaires, because it covers everybody from actors to producers, music, professional athletes, corporate people, politicians, rulers, whatever, world rulers. So it's a universal list, just like Jeff Epstein. It's not restricted to hip hop, but why don't they want to use the black male hip hop as the face of this whole scandal? The black male hip hop person as the face of this whole crime against humanity, this whole network, as though he's the monster. So it's definitely a play. It's definitely an agenda. That was part of the plan to have Kamala Harris there. I think that part of the plan was to use her to take him down, to really push this black feminism. We don't need our men ain't no good. And this is, we're going to demonstrate how we sacrifice our own men publicly. So I think that was the original play. That would have been the real play, is to use Harris to take out Diddy and take out, any other little characters like that was trying to stand up against the small caps and against the rainbow mafia, alleged rainbow mafia type culture. But I'm really digging Candace Owens. I'm always going to shout her out until, she crossed back over to the line where I can't support. I don't support everything, just like she says she don't support everything about Trump. His support of that state over there that's giving Palestine hell. So she ain't with that, and people is pressuring her to check Trump, and put pressure on him and have him speak on his position regarding that. And he know better than that. He too wise for that, and she too wise to press him on it, I think. But the stuff that she is on regarding what we talking about, I can respect, I can appreciate where she at. I don't know how long she gonna last, because I don't know if she really realizes that she's literally in bed with religiously speaking, theologically speaking, with the dragon, religiously speaking. And I'll leave that there. That'll all come out very soon also. But for the time being, just like I believe that the Most High is using Trump, the Most High is also using Candace Owens, Don't mean that neither one of them is committed to us and on our team when it comes down to it. But right now, they definitely being used for our benefit, to our benefit, as weapons against our biggest enemies. So let that happen. Don't jump in. Don't interfere. Let it happen. Todd Tuvan. Cat said it all will be exposed. Cat Williams. Well, Cat Williams got that from somewhere. Cat Williams wasn't the prophet. He got that from somewhere. Well, yeah, he did say it publicly. Mr. Lambo. Same with a lot of street guys and neighborhood riders. Devs came for their soul and debt. Yep. Yep. That's why so-called ratting and snitching and everybody on YouTube telling this and telling that, accusing everybody else of telling, but they telling while they accusing people of telling. Like it's all over with. You know, the whole street code, gang banging, street code. You know, don't talk is all shot to hell. That has been nuked already a few years now. So just the fact that our people are so ignorant, trying to hold on to a satanic code, you know, a code of wickedness or criminality. Like ain't no honor among thieves, ain't no honor among deleters, ain't no honor among liars. So just to see us still trying to hold on to that, that's why it's being destroyed right in front of us. And we can't hold on to no kind of wickedness, dirt, vices, criminal activity. You know, that ain't working no more. All of them spells and ward off. And every time we try to do something now and that we used to get away with, it's immediately whooping on our ass. We getting immediate consequences from it. So that ain't gonna work. None of this is gonna work no more. Todd Tuvan, Diddy's a pawn to the higher ups. Yeah, of course. That's how the devil do move the small pieces, the pawns, and take the fall. Yep. That's exactly what's going on. What's y'all thoughts about this Ukraine missile business? Biden, and we know it's not Biden, but the Biden administration, the warmongers, war hawks that's behind Biden, giving the green light to Ukraine to launch U.S. long-range missiles for the first time ever into Russia to destroy, Russian assets. And Putin knows, he know the play. Putin know that they trying to rush him to retaliate before Trump gets in office. Putin know that, so it's just a chess game now. It's a waiting game because they know that Israel and Ukraine and all these people is gonna push now. They're gonna provoke and try to get as much done as they can get while Biden is in office to try to keep certain things going, conflicts going, because we know war is a $1 trillion industry. $1 trillion industry. So if Trump is running on, keeping his promise that he gonna stop war by whatever means, even though he ain't gonna be able to do it, especially not if Biden, his camp can kick off some wars. It don't matter who's Trump or whoever else is in office. If the Satans on this side, violate deep enough, violate strong enough, especially violating Russia, violating Iran, violating China, then it's up. Ain't nothing Trump gonna be able to do about it. So they know that these small caps is trying to do that, and I think that Putin is trying to be patient and trying to let tolerate as much as possible, but he can't play his hand like that neither. He gotta show demos like, okay, I'm willing to microwave y'all. That's what that nuke talk is. That's microwave. I'm willing to drop some microwave, push play on a few of these little small microwaves. Microwave. Y'all thought, the such and such ovens was supposed to be bad. He got some missile microwave ovens that he can he can do a demonstration with, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to poke the bear. If they can get him to do a retaliation demonstration, a microwave demonstration, then they got what they're looking for. You know, they whole agenda is a new world order, but it's not going to go their way. It is the new world coming. It's not going to be their new world. They're going to be allowed to destroy their old world. Yeah, that's happening as we speak. But they won't have nothing to do with the new world. They just being used and allowed to destroy their world, their old world. And we witnessing that right now. UK jumped into the mix now and also attacked Russia. So UK, you know, which is the United Kingdom, Great Britain, and all of them, that's America's allies, right? And we were, you know, we was taught decades ago by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in The Fall of America. Everybody get that book, The Fall of America, that Europe would trick America into war. Europe would trick America into war. So, you know, which part of Europe? England, you know what I'm saying? I think it was England. But, you know, that's UK, you know, United Kingdom. That covers a few countries in Europe. But at the same time, we got the small caps, the Zionist extension over here that's also doing certain things that's going to drag or trick America into conflicts that we ain't got no business being in, particularly the Iran situation. So it's already up. All of the pawns, all of the pieces on the chessboard is in place, and they've been moving and they're getting took out little by little. And we worried about Diddy. We focusing on Diddy. We focusing on Diddy and feminism mad because Kamala Harris didn't get elected. So it don't look promising. It don't look good for the black team. You know, majority. We ain't looking good as a unit right now, as Kevin Hart would say. We ain't looking good as a unit. Harris 21, 2820. APAC owns. I mean, that's something to look at. You know, I can't repeat it. I can't confirm or deny it, but that's a very interesting comment. What else do we see going on? It's a whole lot of other little controversies. Like I said, with the Ray J and Diddy's sons, and you know, all of this swirling. Everybody is walking on eggshells, on pins and needles, trying to wait and see what other audios or videos or confessions get leaked. Everybody's scared to say anything because what I hear, they busy trying to search out participants and pay them off with hush money. But even if you pay them off with hush money today, you know, that don't mean nothing. Them non-disclosure agreements don't mean nothing. Once they get that check clear, you can't stop them from saying nothing. What you gonna say? Because that's a major felony crime against humanity. Just like Cassie. She can testify. I don't care what, you know, the agreement was supposed to be. If the feds pick it up, they're gonna override that NDA. That same thing happened to Michael Jackson, happened to Bill Cosby, happened to R. Kelly, all these so-called confidential sealed files, and they said, okay, just make it go away. Make it go away, and we won't, you know, the files can never be reopened. That was a lie. Any NDAs that somebody signed after they get paid off, they ain't got to honor that. And that's what they scared of right now. They know. So I heard well, I ain't gonna speak on what I heard. That's too much like gossiping. So I'll just hush my mouth on that one. Sunny Red, Drummond Bay, salute, Islam. Spot on. Man, I'm just trying to call it like I see it. And apparently, y'all see it the same way I see it, or y'all see it even clearer than I see it, because I be missing a few T's to cross and I's to dot. But they know how to keep us focused on it. They definitely keeping us focused on this Diddy thing, this entertainment business, all these scandals. Ray J, like when did Ray J become somebody that TMZ and CNN and all these people want to like? Yeah. So he's scared because he got famous from the Kim Kardashian thing, and now they like some billionaire, mafia assets, allegedly, some billionaire mob assets. So you can't upset them. You can't say something to ruin their image and ruin their brand. I don't care how black and tough and gangster and playboy you thought you was. They're already going to show you some demonstrations that they'll ruin you and your whole family. So he real conflicted about that. I don't care how much money or fame or whatever you got. Once you see real warfare and people really got you and your family checkmate, you don't feel free no more. You don't feel like a superstar celebrity no more. So hold on one second. So yeah, you seen a whole lot of these people that we looked up to. Man, they crashing. You see them cracking. They cracking like eggs. They used to look so solid, so strong, so influential, so sane. Now they all cracking and shaking, snap, crackling, and popping. Like rough. I'm talking about psychologically. Psychologically. Ain't that something? Unstable when you mentally and emotionally unstable. All the money in the world, all the fame in the world, all the drugs, all the chicks, all the dudes, or all the freak offs, everything in the world ain't gonna save you from that. Once God, allow that chastisement to hit your mind, there's nothing you can do. You can't hide from your own mind, from your own self-accusing spirit, your own conscience, your own subconscious. Cannot hide. There is no place to hide. Savagely chill. These dudes real G's, but hey, you see what Savagely Chill say? Who am I? Who am I? You know what I'm saying? I'm just a brother. David LRT, he got Diddy tape too. Yep. Hub and the Dub. David LRT, you know what it is. Ja, you know what I'm saying? So we here blessed to be able to have a front row seat and not pick sides. We can comment on it, and we can all be commentators. That's what we are. But it's still a lesson to learn. We still supposed to see, okay, this is all a play. This is all an agenda. Everything you see, man, on TV, on internet, cell phone, radio, it's all negative. It's all anti, black male negative. All anti-black male negative. Just nonstop programming, nonstop negative, chaotic stress frequency, drama, stress, mess, feuding, warfare, illness, mental illness, physical violence frequency. Just think about that. Even down to the video game, down to the Disney cartoons. That's why I always say no Disney. I don't say no Diddy. No Disney. Disney doing way more damage, infinitely more damage than Diddy can ever do. Disney. You know what I'm saying? With their whole transmission rainbow agenda that they putting into our children's minds in the form of cartoons, all your favorite little fairy tales, stories, all of them got turned out. And down there, I would say all of the little child actors and actresses that came up as Disney stars, all freaks, all traumatized, messed up in their head. Show me one that ain't. Show me one that ain't, some kind of actual deviant or some type of traumatized victim of some type of abuse or misuse. Show me one. Yeah. Disney is the monster. That's who makes the monsters. That's who makes little children into monsters. Disney. And those, in highly weird, that's where you need to be looking at. You talking about what Diddy allegedly did with every youngsters that he, it's Disney, what Disney has done to all these youngsters. But you don't want to hear that. No, nobody wants to hear that. We love to pin it on the black man, pin the tail on the donkey, pin the tail on the black man. No, don't upset the Epsteins and the Goldbergs and the Weinsteins and the Bergs and the Steens, no, and the Iveens and the Granges, Lucian Granges, and all. No, don't say nothing about them. That's like Candyman. Rest in peace. The actor, I forgot the brother that just passed away that played Candyman, but yeah, they like Candyman. Don't say their name. That's the opposite of Destiny Child. Don't say their name. Say their name. Say their name. Only say Diddy name. Only say R. Kelly name. Only say Michael Jackson name. Only say Tupac name. Only say Mike Tyson name. If it come to any type of so-called violation, actual violations, just say the black men's name. Don't say no black women's name. Don't say no women's name, period. The black man is the monster when it comes to that. He's the mastermind. He's the ringleader behind all of that. So we got to speak out against it. It's not that we taking up for dude. If he's guilty of that, let him burn, let him suffer to the fullest extent of the law. But we know he can't get away with that, just like DeMiza said. If he was really charged for that, why he ain't been convicted? Why it ain't no case about that? You got to hold on to him until you can find something that you can actually charge him with and convict him of. You got to let hundreds of witnesses like Jesus, say that he did this to me and he did. Okay, where's your evidence? Where's your evidence? Because we see you on these tapes and it don't look like you screaming saying no, no, no. You have to say that he got you, under some kind of influence or whatever, because you ain't saying no. You didn't get, like the slave master. He didn't go to he didn't go to where you at and ran you down and grabbed you and threw you in a van or something. No, you came over his house. You came to his house. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I'm just speculating. It's just all alleged. I don't know nothing. I don't believe my lying eyes or ears. So I don't mind what I'm saying. For sure, Kingdom United. There's the StreamYard link if y'all want to give me y'all thoughts on the subject. Salute Willie Perch. I see you, Willie Perch. Caleb Production. Salute. Let me know y'all's thoughts on this double standard that the industry, that these folks, that the law, U.S. laws and the feds got against Diddy, but that they don't have and didn't have against Epstein and Weinstein and Lucian Grange and Abercrombie and Finch and whoever else that the Mizzle was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Salute Yusuf Arline, the muscle man, my wrench is in the building. Salute. Yeah, man. Man, what happened? Remove. Dang. I was trying to replay this link, but Let me get it off of here. Hold on 1 second. Preset.
In my comments going off about this Diddy thing. Let me explain something to you. Is anybody talking about the Abercrombie and Finch guy? I mean, he bailed out for $10 million and he was running a trafficking company.
He was running a trafficking company. It was official. And he bailed out. They let him bail out for 10 million. The whole Diddy thing is all alleged. Nobody copping to nothing. Nobody pleading to nothing. It's just people that claim to be witnesses and this and that. They give him no bail. And he trying to put up everything but the kitchen sink, his whole wealth.
Okay, Diddy got a $50 million bail, put up his house, put up his jet, put up his whole family's passports, and they're raiding his cell and keeping him incarcerated. Weinstein bailed out.
What are they able to trust Epstein and Weinstein with that they aren't apparently able to trust Diddy with? Why do they have to hold Diddy and raid his cell and do all of this when they didn't feel like they had to do that with Epstein or Weinstein? How many of y'all actually believe that Jeff Epstein is really dead? I personally have never believed that. Based on my knowledge and understanding and my suspicion of Epstein, Jeff Epstein being a CIA asset, among other things, it would be no need, you know what I mean? It'd be no need to get rid of him. He was too connected, and he wasn't solo. He wasn't a solo actor. You know what I mean? So I think that they got him out of jail. Of course, we know it was all convenient. We absolutely know that they turned the jail cameras off on purpose and supposedly turned their head for a few minutes in the camera while the cameras miraculously wasn't recording. We all know that's cap. But we want to believe that that's, you know, the higher ups, deep state, mafia, whatever, that was getting rid of him. Like they, you know, allegedly he hung himself. But my belief is that he never hung himself. He never was deceased. They got him up out of there. He's a multi-billionaire or had access to multi-billions. You know what I'm saying? They just gave him a new Nicolas Cage face. They just did a BBL on his face. You know what I'm saying? Gave him a whole new identity, and he's chilling wherever he is at, doing the same thing with the same people. That's what my belief is. That's what my spider sense tells me. Because dude, just because he's locked up, he don't represent himself. He ain't no mastermind. He ain't no wizard, magician, like he put all that together himself. Who put this together? Me. Epstein didn't do that. He wasn't the only one, you know, doing that. He had princes and kings and heads of state, you know what I'm saying? Presidents, rulers. You know what I'm saying? Same people that's getting busy today is the same people that he was rocking with. So dude I do not believe dude is dead. You know what I'm saying? So and even if he was, then Diddy would be by now. If he was really deceased, then Diddy wouldn't even have made it to jail. Diddy wouldn't even have made it to the jailhouse.
And that was like, I mean, hello. I mean, yeah, these YouTube videos, all this kind of stuff, everybody's putting these specials together, everybody's making money, and the freaking liquor company is enacting their morality clause so they don't have to pay them over $1 billion. Come on, people, wake up.
He said alcohol company is enacting a morality clause. Alcohol and morality. Man, ain't that the devil calling the Satan evil?
I mean, if he was trafficking and there were kids involved, they would have filed charges already.
You hear that? If he was trafficking and there was children involved, they would have filed charges on that already. Don't that sound about right? Why haven't they filed them type of charges? And if they didn't, why he don't get a bail? Why is he the Incredible Hulk monster of this subject? Why is he the greatest of all time? Why is he the GOAT of this crime all of a sudden? Like he an alien that they can't let him go. They need to study him for national security research purposes. Like, did he? No, how did he get away with it for so long? How did he pull this off for so long? No, we all know it's handlers and real masterminds that allowed him to do as much as he did. All in the feds, all in the CIA, all in the government. You couldn't have got this far without them. This is a black ninja. This is a little black rap ninja that's just outsmarting. He's smarter than AI. He outsmarting the most technologically advanced, superior superpower on the planet. This little ninja from Harlem that got a fetish for this and that stay on pills and drugs, he outsmarted them all for 30 years. Got it. Got it.
I mean, and saying it's part of something bigger, the Abercrombie and Finch thing, that's part of something bigger. And that's just getting put right under the carpet while they freaking crucify Diddy. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. So that's what we think. I think that wholeheartedly, but whatever I think don't matter. It's still gonna come down to what they got on tape. Who do they got on tape, and which episodes do they want to release to the public? Because that's coming. That's coming. They want to quiet it up. They really want to make it go away altogether. They want to make it go away, but it's not going nowhere. Elmatic in the building. Salute. Walaikum salam. And you ain't no new member, but you know what I'm saying. You a day one. But salute, Elmatic. But yeah, man, they ain't letting that go. They ain't letting it go. They got to make dude the fall guy. They got to make him the target, the focus of all of our attention and outrage, because that fits the whole agenda. That fits the whole narrative for feminism and so-called sexism, or alleged misogyny and all the crimes against women and children, because they can't do it just with women, because women are adults and women is too tough talking about my body, my choice. And I was there because I consented, but now they try to run that, I was something was put in my baby oil, something was in my drink and this and that, like they're a victim. But still, you was there. You went over there. You was familiar with the parties or whatever, and you went more than once. You know what I'm saying? So was it a hypnosis? Was it a hypnotic drink? Remember the drink called Hypnotic? Was it literally hypnotic to where once the party was over and next week you came back because you was hypnotized to come back and do it some more? So they can't just have it as adults that consent. They have to say it was children there. Maybe it was, but they have to say that. Just like they had to say Michael Jackson was doing something with children. They have to say R. Kelly and what's the name, Jay-Z and whoever, they have to involve children. They have to involve some type of moral crime that's supposed to be so emotionally unacceptable that would cause us to outrage, cause us black people to outrage, because they don't care. They've been running through us as children for 400 years here. When did they ever care about, outraged about us, getting violated like that as children? They've been violating us as children since they brought us here. Nobody want to talk about that part, huh? Diddy is the monster, though. Not the slave master, not the people that made us all light-skinned and we only speak English and we got, slave master last names. We don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about Diddy. We want to focus on Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it's the end, it's judgment, because the same hypocritical way that they trying to point all of this type of crime on him and ignore this whole nation called America that has done that to a whole people, not just the black people, but the Native American, Native Indigenous, everybody. That's what they do. That's what conquistadors and conquerors, invaders or whatever do. They come and red rum the men, and then they RAPE and pillage the women and produce children. Am I lying? Or is that their history? Is that not the history of them and their warfare and their crusades and their conquer, their expeditions to civilize the savages, to wipe out the savages, to rule and conquer by shedding, red plasma fluid and then taking the women as booty, as the spoils of war. So how is Diddy, it's I mean, we know, but I just gotta lay it out there so y'all see it clearly. Because Ninja's gonna get outraged. Well, he did it. We shouldn't have been. All right, whatever, man. You ain't mad at the slave master. Why you mad at Diddy? Because Diddy is one of us. Oh, okay. One of us, like what? Did you go to Planned Parenthood before? He's a monster, but have you been to Planned Parenthood? So Diddy is the only monster around here? Diddy ruined or destroyed innocent young life? He's the only one, huh? All right. I hear you. Jim Brown, what up with you? See you, bro. Tony Rodham looks exactly like Epstein, and he was expendable for allegedly such and such and such and such. Hey, Demetrius tapping in from the shot. Salute. On a roll. Man, that's against my code. Can't lie, especially in the public. I can be wrong. I can be in error, and somebody can correct me, and I'll submit to the correction if they, provide the facts or whatever. But we can't get nowhere lying. Carl A, bro. Walaikum salam. So it's all a distraction. It's all a diversion. It's all a psychological play, psychological warfare to keep a battery in our back, keep an emotional battery, keep the frequency low and negative, our mental and spiritual frequency on stress, on beef, on anger, on outrage against each other, not against the real enemy. They got you programmed to love and try to make peace and hug and smile and show your teeth when it comes to the real enemy that really practiced and mastered all of this inhumane, bestialities and crimes against humanity on us. Smile to them, bow to them, make friends with them. Say ain't no such thing as racism. It's a post-racial America now to them. But our big niggas don't. Nobody ain't never did nothing to me against me, but niggas the only one. Like, okay, well then you don't know how warfare works because you saying that with a slave master last name. So I don't care what so-called ninjas are. The only one ever did me wrong or robbed from me or shot at me or did this to me was another ninja. Okay, what was his last name? What was his last name? What language did he speak? Did he speak Swahili? Did he speak Kenyan? Ghanaian? Did he speak Nigerian? No. He spoke ninja. He spoke ninja English. He was a victim just like you a victim. So why are you scared to get at the real victimizer that programmed him to do that to you and programmed you to do that to him? Why are we so quick to want to fight the easy target? You want to take the easy fade. You don't want no parts of Goliath. You want to claim that you courageous, you a warrior, you a David. You know what I'm saying? Another ninja ain't the Goliath, nigga. You know who the Goliath is, especially if you've been to jail, you've been to prison. You know who Goliath is behind that gun tower. You know who the real enemy is. That's why we squad up and become comrades, the same ones that we was arch enemies, arch rivals with on the street. Them your number one comrades behind them walls because you know who the real enemy is. Youngsters know it. Older homies know it. OGs know it. Why do when we get out here we don't get active and get verbal like this against them? Why are we so quiet? Well, man, I got 3 strikes, or I got, I'm on this paperwork, I'm on this parole. Yeah, okay, well, then you a slave. You still you still in their ass pocket then. Don't say nothing about another ninja. If you're not willing to say something about the ones that captured you, you just gave them 10 years, 15, 20 some, 30 years of your life. They done took that much of your life and you ain't gonna say nothing about it. I can understand if you just don't say nothing about your own people. You can. I understand not wanting to say nothing about it, but don't get loud against your own people. Is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because if you know who took that much of our life and caused that much of a hell, you know what I'm saying, and who's the masterminds behind this, and we ain't willing to say nothing about them, but we quick to say something about our own people. Yeah, and hey, is that part of the solution or is that part of the problem? All right. Michael Hawkins, salute, peace. Ja, I saw 3 generations wiped out. I still love my people. I know the root cause. Exactly. And who gonna be mature enough to say it? It don't mean you don't handle your business if one of your own people is hypnotized or a zombie or that's possessed and they getting at you. You got to handle your business, but you're not blaming them. You blaming who programmed them. You got to deal with the immediate threat. You got to handle your business, but that's why we in the nation don't carry guns. We don't carry no weapons because we would be looking for a reason to use it. So we forced to have to, try to employ every other type of alternative other than that physical violence. But if they initiate it on us, then yeah, we got to handle our business. Black people, what that say? Move. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, this is my bro with the Maryland movement.
Check this out. The brothers at the mosque in Washington D.C. and Baltimore, they want to know, man, why you ain't coming up there? If you brothers out, they want to. You ain't coming up there, man, because you got an NOI in Maryland too, and in D.C. They a lot stronger than mosque number 15.
You said why I ain't coming out there as an individual? I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about?
Why you don't want to come be around to build with the brothers in Maryland and D.C.? Come build with the.
What? Do you know my name? Do you know who I am?
Cam. Yeah, you live in Atlanta.
Where am I from?
You from LA. You from Watts up. But you live in Atlanta. You in the Nation of Islam, ain't you, brother?
Am I omnipresent?
Well, you go to mosque number 15 in Atlanta, so I know you.
Do you know how this works? Do you know how the military structure of the Nation of Islam works?
Yeah, I can ask Brother Tony Muhammad. He can also tell me.
That's not what I asked you. Do you know how it works?
I'm not a member.
Then why are you getting on here saying what I should do?
I was just making a suggestion, Brother Cam.
That's not a suggestion. Do you know how it works? Do you know how the Nation of Islam traveled? Meaning. Well, let me ask you: Are Nation of Islam members allowed to just show up at any mosque at any time?
No, but they do go to other mosques.
How do they go about doing that?
I mean, I guess they call over there and they say, brother, I'm not a member, Cam. I don't know the whole. You got to ask a member. I'm a non-member.
Well, why you didn't ask a member before you came on here?
They don't have no show on YouTube like you, Brother Cam.
Get out of here. I'm not Brother Cam when you come on with that weirdness. Go talk to one of the Muslims that you say you know, and get them on here with me, or ask him how the protocol work. You about to get anyway. No, don't cut him. Don't cut him. He's just weird. If you want to say something, I mean, it's good content, I guess. But damn, man, haven't y'all learned by now? Are y'all familiar with that KRS-One song? How many MCs must get this? before somebody say don't F with Chris. How many times do it take, man? How many? y'all crazy, man. And it's really not wise. I'm just gonna tell you that, because you know your brother is really loved in these here Muslim nation streets and these regular streets. You might want to be careful, bro, how you let your mouth run off. You might want to be careful with that. That's like Mike Tyson said. Yes, be careful, man. Keep it according to the title say double standards against Diddy, and will the U.S.'s allies trick the U.S. into World War III before the inauguration? And you don't, you know, you way out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? And grace is over with. That's all I can tell you. You out of bounds and grace is over with. Yeah, the King of Maryland, right? Yeah. August 9th, my philosophy for sure. Yeah. Where were we though? Man. Remove. So yeah, no, don't block, my man. We need those type of interactions, but I just be trying to figure it out. You know, just that's right along the lines of the other Hollywood weirdoism. You know what I'm saying? I wanna make myself available, but I don't want to allow myself to be, you know, have my time wasted. Yeah, the real enemy, as opposed to our people who jump out like like my man did. You want to jump out off the porch in front of me or whatever. David RT, can you think when the war happened they will bring back draft? Absolutely. Oh, they absolutely gonna do that. They're absolutely gonna bring back the draft, and they're gonna do that like mandatory, like how they did the Fauci juice. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing if you ain't, you know, they're gonna push all of that. Yeah. And we're gonna have to take the example of Muhammad Ali in the 60s and become a conscientious objector. Like, no, I'm a Muslim and it's against my religion to fight in wars that take the lives of human beings, especially when I don't have nothing to gain from it. I have no country, no separate state, territory, government, reparations, nothing to fight for. You know, I still consider myself a legal captive. I don't want to be here. Nobody ever put up the resources or the whatever to send me back to where I was kidnapped from. So I will not be fighting in any wars for any, you know, any people. That's against my religion and that's against my intelligence. But they absolutely are going to do that. Absolutely. So it would be wise to prep and pre-brief your children, your brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, sons, and daughters, to know what to say when they do, because they absolutely gonna do that. Yeah. Oh man, crazy. A country can play good cop, bad cop when there's a change of power. Yeah, lost flying turntables. A country can play good cop, bad cop when there is a change of power. You mean when there's a change of presidents? Because it's the same powers. It's just the seat when it's a change of person in that particular seat. But yeah, that's definitely what they do. It's interesting. Losing my immune system. Hop back on here with me. I just wanted to clear my head real quick and get some, you know, get my marble straight. Hop back on here with me. Losing my immune system on it. I want to see what you wanted to say and ask you a few questions. Right. That's all these presidents are. lost flying turntables. They not the military scientists. They aren't the advisors and the war hawks. They are strictly the mouthpieces. And they are not the masterminds. They ain't even been in the military. Black people movement. You hear me?
What's up? What's up, Cam?
What's up? What's up? Now, you were saying that to say what exactly? You said I need to go to Maryland Mosque for what?
To build with the people. If you can, if you want to. I'm not forcing you to do anything, but it was just if you want to build with the people, you got some good people in Maryland, people you can build with. I'd rather build with the people in Maryland than Atlanta.
You're not me, right?
No, you can do what you want.
Why you don't even live there? Why you always talking about Maryland and you don't even live there?
I don't live there yet.
Yeah, well, why are you talking about it yet when you don't live there yet?
Because we about to take over the world. Maryland, Washington, D.C. You better believe it.
Why won't you talk about it once you get there? You sound like a hypocrite. Why are you talking about something that you ain't experienced?
Why do the rappers talk about their hypocrite stuff? I'm just saying.
I'm not the rappers. I'm Cam, and I'm talking to you.
I didn't. Oh, okay, go ahead, Cam. But
no, I'm just saying you just making widespread, broad stroke brush accusations. You talking to me? Are you saying I'm rapping about something I ain't living?
I was talking about people like Jermaine Dupri.
Like nobody. I'm talking to you. I said why ain't you doing it?
Why I'm not moving to Maryland yet? Yeah, in due time. I got to get the finances together.
Talking about it, why you ain't did it yet?
I got to get the finances together, Cam.
Then get the finances together and then talk about it. Talk about it after you have done it. Do you know that that's the protocol? Do you know that's the actual successful chronological order that you're supposed to talk about something in?
Why can't I do both? Why can't I do both, Cam?
Because you're a loser. It's not successful. Nobody. Why would they listen to you? You ain't proved it. Why would you talk about something that you ain't never been successful doing? Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I asked you a question.
Well, in due time, you got to give me time to pull it off.
Well, then in due time, take that same time to keep your mouth closed and don't speak on it until you pull it off.
No, man, just like you got freedom of speech, Cam, I got freedom of speech.
I got freedom. You don't.
Okay, yeah, on your platform, you can do what you want. Yeah, but it's another brother. He got a platform called the African American Maryland Movement, and he talk about it all day.
Okay, well, you should be over there. He must not be too interesting because you over here.
But no, man, I like your program, Cam.
Still all day. It's still all day right now. Why you ain't over there?
Well, I like your program too, Cam. Just like I like Tariq Nasheed program. I go on his show sometime. I like who else? Phil Scott program. I don't think Phil Scott can lead us though, because he live in Texas. But I like his program as well. I just listen to a lot of
Maryland more than all of us, and you're not there.
That is true. I do like Maryland.
But you're not there. So what did that sound like?
Sound like somebody trying to work and to get there.
Why are you telling me I should be there and you ain't there?
I was making a suggestion, man.
I'm making a suggestion. Why are you telling me to be somewhere where you ain't?
Because you're a man of the people, are you not? Are you a man of the people?
You not?
I mean, you care about the community. So I mean, I do. Well, I care about the ones in Maryland and DC.
Why are you putting me above you?
Is this like a trick question show or something?
A trick question show? Why are you putting me above you? Why are you saying I should be somewhere that you ain't?
Oh, I did. I'm going there. I've been there. I visited.
You didn't go. You said you did.
No. No. I said I don't live there. I said I've been there, but I said I don't live there.
So yeah. So why are you talking about it? Why should I go there if you don't live there?
Man, you can go.
You lived in Atlanta before?
No.
Well, how the hell you telling me like I'm where I am. I speak on where I am because I'm there. I got the experience. How you telling people where they should be and shouldn't be, and you ain't never even lived in neither place?
I just said you go to mosque number 15 in Atlanta. I didn't say you could live where you want.
You said what you said. Like, how do you know anything about mosque number 15? How do you know anything? You said you like such and such better than Atlanta. You ain't never lived in Atlanta.
I mean, brother Sharif run the mosque number 15.
I'm talking to you. Stop bringing up other men. I asked about you and where you ain't never lived.
Yeah, I ain't never lived in Atlanta.
Why are you talking about it?
Cause it's a no good place. Maryland is because Maryland is better.
Place.
Maryland is better. That's what
no good.
The ones in Maryland are great. In DC are great.
Black people in Atlanta is no good.
No, don't try to turn it around, Cam. Long live America.
I'm not turning nothing around. Everybody hear what you're saying. How old are you?
I'm 39. But Cam, let me jump off 1 minute. I'll come right back on. I gotta do something. Just put me in timeout for a little bit. Just put me in timeout. I'll come back on. Put me in
timeout. I ain't blocking. he tapped out. But yeah, man. So that's the condition. Unfortunately, the mental condition of many people that do get on live with me. And if half of the United States, or I ain't gonna say half, but at least 70, 80 million that voted in this past election believe in rainbow, believe in, Planned Parenthood, deleting your children, believe in transmission, therapy for children. So the majority of the country, or at least half, are 5150. So I think I'm not. I think I'm very sane. I don't think I'm nowhere close to the 51 club. Nothing. 50 nothing. I think I'm pretty sane. But if you are sane, then you're going to disturb those that are not sane, just like those that are not sane will disturb those that are sane. Right? But the sane ones mind they sane ass business and be doing their own sane podcast, and they, talking to their own sane peers. And then the people that we disturb that are not as sane, they come and display they disruptions or whatever. So that's why, we say, we don't aggress. We're not the aggressors. But when aggressed upon in word or in deed, then we're going to retaliate, what I'm saying, with due retaliation, with due force, until the threat or the aggression is no longer present. That's all. We hurl truth. We don't just set truth or rub truth against falsehood. We hurl truth at falsehood till it knocks out his brains. So you got to go hard or go home. We don't play. You know what I'm saying? Well, you ain't supposed to beat the savage. You're supposed to teach the savage. Yeah, you teach them by beating their ass sometimes. That's how you teach them, depending on how savage they coming. I ain't saying I want to destroy nobody or take their life. But what the hell do you think law and order and law enforcement and discipline look like? But in this day and age, that's like illegal. It's illegal to enforce righteous laws now. You can enforce wicked, rebellious, anti-nature laws. You can go to jail for fighting for natural, fighting against abomination. That's a crime now. But if you standing on your universal, natural, especially black manhood, soldier laws and national authority, that's going to disturb people, and they're going to come at you. They're going to come against you, and you got to do your demo. It's not pride, ego. It's obligatory. We're obligated to retaliate. Ain't no pride. I wouldn't even want to do it. I wouldn't want nobody to know about it. But if you're on here talking publicly and somebody come with some violations publicly, then you have to make a demo. You have to make an example out of it. You have to. So that's at least according to my faith and my understanding of my faith. I got to do you. I don't want to. I have to. So, Frederick Patton, tell Cam on the live if you're talking nonsense, you have nothing to worry about. Who is Frederick Patton? I missed some. Frederick Patton. Okay, there you go. You or your organization haven't done nothing for the community or Black people. What do we get out of what do we get out of the Million Man March? Nothing but talk. Guess who benefit NOI? I'm shaking my damn head. Stop with the foolishness. You definitely are invited, Frederick Patton. Here, let me send you this link. And you got the floor. I definitely want to hear from you. Definitely want to hear from you. I would love to see eye to eye and let the people see you and see me eye to eye. Talk it out. I think you're a brother. I'm guessing that you're Black. I'm guessing that you over 30 or over 40 if you're talking about the Million Man March. Were you of age when the Million Man March happened in 1995? Let's talk about it. I'm waiting on you, Frederick. Mike Jones, Cat Williams told GQ magazine that he decided to expose Diddy because he had, allegedly had something to do with Tupac being unalived. Man, well, yeah, all of that's gonna come out. Everything that was done in the dark comes to the light, and especially right now, we in that season for it. So, Yusuf Arline, my wrenches and Elmatic say we want Frederick to stop typing and get on the live. You got 5 minutes to hop on the live, Frederick Patton. That's what Elmatic say. Them is the muscle men. You know, we want to see you. We want to hear from you. It's very marshmallowish to type disagreements or to type, kind of like negative accusations and won't get on here like a man and just let's talk about it. I won't cuss you out. I won't call you out your name, call you nothing derogatory. Oh Lord, come on now. Frederick Patton say, what do you mean I don't have nothing to worry about, brother? I'm from the city of Compton, the East, where MOS 54, or you mean MOS 54? Yeah, well, you definitely got to get on here with me then. If you know me and you say you from Compton, and you familiar with Compton 54, definitely show your face now. We could talk locker room talk now. Get on here with me, Frederick, and show your face. Since you know me, because I don't know names, so maybe I know you if I see you. But since you have so much to type, you really don't get no pass. Hop on with me and show your face. Let's let the people see us talk about what you want to talk about. Ask me whatever questions you want to ask me, and I'm gonna ask you some questions. Let's do that right now. No more typing. Like Willie D say. No more typing. No more talk. But we talking. We talking like men. If you from Compton, from the East Side, you know we don't type. We ain't secretaries. We ain't stenographers. We eye to eye men with it. And we ain't incriminating ourselves. So we ain't talking about snitching and crime and banging and nothing like that. We talking about what you talking about. NOI or whatever ain't doing that. Oh no. Not going to go back and forth, and then when he don't like the question, bro. Well, there you go. I don't care where you from. I don't care where you from. If you too scared to show your face and talk like a man, we ain't got nothing to type about. Nothing to type about. Especially if you say you know me. If you know me and you feel like you really don't know me, if you thought that you could just type that and I ain't gonna blast you out, I ain't gonna challenge you to show your face like I'm showing my face. People know me. I don't walk around with no security. I ain't no celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Anybody don't like what I say in these streets or whatever, they see me every day. So this ain't no tough guy contest. You talking about mosque and what do the mosque don't do or whatever for Black people. Get on here and stand on your business. Yeah, use up. Anyway, it's on y'all wrenches. If y'all want him still, I ain't gonna block him. I just like people to show that they ain't got no testicles. Secretaries, court secretaries, typing. But anyway, we can get back to some other subject. We get back to another subject. I'm just trying to figure it out though, like, because I know I just don't understand it, I guess I could try to understand it just like rainbow people. Like I learned to understand and be more understanding about rainbow people as a youth. We used to be very abusive because we thought that they was just doing that on purpose. We didn't know that they was products of abuse and violated as children or whatever. So they had to, embrace. They didn't have to, but they chose to embrace that lifestyle as a coping mechanism. So I didn't understand that. And once I understood certain things like that, I didn't go smashing on them no more. No, I wasn't hard on them like that. And I be trying to understand the same thing with people that hop on here with me like that. You've been traumatized, something. You got hurt, maybe by a Muslim, maybe by an NOI Muslim, your uncle or your homeboy or family member or something probably did something to you, had to check you a certain kind of way, and it traumatized you. I don't know. But the fact that you won't hop on here with me like a man, you know what I'm saying? It don't have to be hostile. You know what I'm saying? If you frustrated or you got a problem, like air it out. I won't take it personal, but if you throwing rocks and hiding your hand, and I don't have no choice. Yeah. Right. Say that, Yusuf. That's why you got to call them out. You supposed to represent LA. You supposed to represent Compton. Like that's tough, and you won't show up for a verbal conversation. We ain't talking about fighting or shooting or no violence. You're scared to show up for a conversation about God and black, unity or something. Like, damn. Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, if somebody won't even, verbally take up for me, you know what I'm saying? How would I expect that they gonna, spill some plasma when it's necessary? Like, knock it off. Knock it off. Right. Got that sandwich for nothing. Like Harlem Nights. I got my ears all ready for ain't nothing but a swallow in a container. Yeah, these dudes gonna be showing up. But yeah, that's on y'all, because y'all is Popeye. Y'all got the can of spinach. Y'all got the wrench. That's the spinach can opener. It's all about how much y'all can stand. If y'all can't stand no more, y'all can crack the can, get niggas up out of here. But it's whatever with me. Right. Say that again. Lamino, he acting like a buster. We don't do that out here. I mean, some of us do. It's busters everywhere. It's weirdos and suckers and busters everywhere now. It's like it's riders and sliders and hitters everywhere. It's G's everywhere. It's busters and rats and snitches and weirdos everywhere. So LA and Compton ain't got that on lock no more. It's weirder than ever. It's weirder than ever. It's deep fear, common sense. Another one threw in it. I mean, they just be wanting to. They be just want to throw a rock, thinking that and it's good conversation. It's good content. They don't get embarrassed. They don't want to get embarrassed. But you already got embarrassed. They don't want to get identified. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to get more embarrassed by having their face on tape and getting put in a highlight reel somewhere. Elmatic, he out of here. He scared me when he said Jordan Downs. What did he say about Jordan Downs? Let me see. Hold on. Oh, he already you that weak brother. You're supposed to be Jordan Downs. He said, "Oh, you said I'm supposed to be Jordan down." Not gonna hold on. Not gonna go back and forth, and then when he don't like to question all the conversation, he want to talk slick and then block you, that weak brother, and you supposed to be Jordan down. I ain't never said I was from Jordan down. Nigga, who are you? I ain't never said I'm from Jordan down. Nope. Never said I was from no Jordan down, PJ Watts, or none of the projects. So that's a straight bot troll, rainbow sprinkle, fruit pie the magician. Nigga, I ain't. Yeah, I wish I would have saw that part. But I only read the first sentence and keep scrolling. Bless these dudes' hearts. But yeah, that's what I mean though by, I don't let that distract me from focusing right back on the real enemy. Anybody jump off the porch and like dude, you say, yeah, it's never the white folks that come at you. It's always niggas. It's always niggas that and they got a point, stuff like that. But I'm always able to brush that off and what I'm saying, and focus lock right back in on my real enemy, on the real mastermind, not the little minions and little fleas and ticks. You know what I'm saying? That's in their feelings or whatever. The little demon possessed ninjas, little chocolate chips or whatever. Nah. I get them right, right out the way. That's not the real enemy. Watch out. I'm locking in on the real enemy. Right, probably on the clock, probably at the job. Got that in on his little break. Got to hurry up and punch back in. CLI, bro, Cam. I look forward to campaign trail, like good times with Sanford and Son. When we was little, yeah, man. Salute to y'all, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I be trying to call. I'm not trying to call nobody dummy. You big dummy. I let them call me that, and then we can go back and forth, battle of wits, and have some fun and roast or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's really about uncovering the agenda of the enemy, identifying the enemy, and showing us how they coming at us, how they making war with us, who they using as they little soldiers and weapons, like dude and certain females and whatnot. Right. Nigga said he knew me. Now you know of me. You definitely don't know me. I can't think of nobody I know named Frederick. Nah. One person from my neighborhood that's my age, and he would never play these internet games. Yeah, man. But what was he was triggered off of the NOI, like, man, not off of no tough guy talk. Like, damn, he like, what did he do? What did the Million Man March do for us? Like, damn, that hurt you? You must really been jealous. The Million Man March, if you was there, you knew what it did. And even if you wasn't there, you knew what it did. That's why you talking about it today. That's why you talking about it. That's why you brought it up. I didn't bring it up. I didn't bring up the Million Man March. You did. So it had to have had some impact. Sarah 1, what do they expect? Must expect the minister to come grab him by the hand and make him do for self, right? Or to reach in his wallet and pay your rent. You a grown, hairy ass man, and you crying because some other man has love and influence over our people, so much so that we was willing to come together and make history to the tune of 2 million black men from all religions, all walks of life, all gangs, all prison experiences. And you worrying about what effect that it had. Nigga, that was the effect. And if you watched it, you saw what the outcome was. If you saw the number of black organizations and the reduction of crime for the next 5 to 10 years after that, the number of black adopted children and families being brought back together, and independent black businesses, and atonement to our women and children. What did you think was supposed to happen? What was the minister supposed to do? Wipe your ass, nigga? You got a diaper on or something? What are you talking about? Yeah, man. What was Jesus? You believe in God? What was Jesus? What did Jesus supposed to do? What did Muhammad? What did Moses? What did Abraham? What did David? You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes is incredible. Right. Safi Ali, grown ass men, or their bodies is grown. Clearly, their minds ain't grown. That's why I say, children rule over them, and women rule over them, pardon me. Children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Yeah, we making a mistake calling them grown. They bodies is grown. The only thing grown is their bodies. Man. Right. Kind of the minister told them to step up and create change. Do for self in kind. Not me do for you. Not me pay your rent and pay your bills. You may as well give me your wife. You may as well give me everything that you own if you want, if I'm supposed to do it for you. You may as well give me everything that's valuable to you. Everything that you call yours, you need to call it mine if I'm supposed to be doing something for you, if I'm supposed to be giving something to you. But hey, man, all we can do is be the example. But this is just locker room talk. This is the campaign trail. Every weekday or weeknight, 7 p.m. or approximately between 7:30 p.m. West Coast time, 10 to 10:30 p.m. East Coast. And it's just locker room talk, family business talk, men sharpening men, like steel sharpening steel. Yeah. And of course, y'all can help support the podcast by supporting the Cash App. We appreciate, all of y'all just by showing up. You know what I'm saying? Paying attention is the best gift. You know what I'm saying? If I'm saying anything that resonate with you, that's of any value, that help provoke positive thoughts and looking at things from different angles that you might not be used to hearing other people help you look at things from. So that's what we're here for. I'm not the best knower. I'm not holy. I'm not preacher or whatever. I'm a brother that's a student and a soldier of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. But I talk about all the subject, the sciences of anything in life, relationships, street stuff, music, maybe a little sports if it's talking about, the bigger picture, money, corporate. We talk about it all. This is family business. This is locker room talk. We talk about it all. Man. We ain't holding ninjas' hand or putting baby bottles in their mouth. Exactly. But maybe you're looking for a Diddy party or something. They might be doing that there. They put something in your mouth. They put something in a few other places too. So yeah, I ain't interested in none of that. Do anyone know what the draft eligibility cutoff age is? Nah, I'm not familiar with it, but I'm sure we're gonna be seeing a lot of it. Anybody in the chat, if y'all know, 18 to 30 something, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure. Yeah, definitely hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, like Elmatic say. Salute. Also hit the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? I got to put that out there because I don't want y'all, necessarily paying YouTube. Salute to everybody that definitely send super chat, because I do want to highlight y'all's comments, and I definitely want to give y'all full credit. But still, at the same time, keep in mind that YouTube takes about half of that. You know what I'm saying? YouTube gets about half of that. So all my mods, you know what I'm saying? You know, let's, you know, just try to, you know, push the Cash App link more than the super chat. But either way, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it all, but I just don't want y'all to give y'all money to the small caps. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I can't tell you how to spend it, and you know, but it's just a suggestion. But all, you know, regardless the case, it's all respect and all love and greatly appreciated. 38%. Yeah. Sarah, do you use Zelle? Yeah, but I don't know the Zelle right offhand. I guess maybe I'll start putting that. I know I either got a email address or a phone number. I got to find out exactly how the Zelle identification thing, how you know. But yeah, I'll get on top of that. See, I'll be sleeping, you know what I'm saying? That's why I just, you know, my son is even the one that had to tell me, and Doggy Diamonds, salute Doggy Diamonds and Big Steel, you know, the owner of this network, this page, and they was the one that's telling me, man, you know, put your Cash App up there, man, because this and that. And I was like, all right, but even the Zelle and all that, I need to get on top of all of that. But I don't be doing this for money, you know what I'm saying? But I do, you know, appreciate the support, and I do need the support for my family. So I don't like to turn this into that type of party or that type of energy, like church, like, you know, collection plate, or you know. So yeah, let's talk about something else. They must have changed the draft cutoff. It used to be 22 years old, or it's not no cutoff limit now. Damn. Declare yourself a nation to prevent loved ones from getting drafted. Okay. Cam, you got young men and women joining the military every day. Yeah, that's, you know. And I'm not going to get up here and get charged with sedition. If y'all know what sedition is, that's what they charge Jesus with. And of course, the followers of Jesus, the real Jesus, modern day Jesus. So if you get to talking against that subject, then that's a federal, you know, so-called alleged federal crime of sedition, which, you know, you inciting people to go against the laws of the land, or laws of government, especially in a time of war. So that's why we say what we say beforehand, before it happens. And we say use the example of the Nation of Islam and an example of Muhammad Ali. And that's why he went to jail and lost his title, because he refused to go into the armed services during a time of war. And he was a conscientious objector on the grounds of his religion. You know what I'm saying? His religious beliefs. And our religious beliefs is well documented, what the Muslims believe. You know, we don't believe in wars and fighting wars that take the lives of human beings, especially, you know, we don't have nothing to gain from it. We don't have no land of our own, no territory, no rights, no equal citizenship, no reparations to fight for. So America's enemies are not our enemies. We are a separate nation within a nation. So whoever America's enemies are, that's America's enemies. That's not our enemies. Mm-hmm. Honor roll, they kill. Oh yeah. They did mine too. Honor roll on that. Man, why didn't they let me? That's crazy. Oh, they tripping now. They won't even let me I must have said something. Must have triggered something. They didn't lock in on my controllers. So yeah, they did something. Sonny Red Drummond, we Moors fell out with the U.S. company for letting them know we are against war. Yeah. We share the same position. Absolutely the same position. But, you know, when it comes down to it, they don't respect paperwork. You know, brother Drummond Bay. it comes down to it, it's about violence. It's about physical force. So they'll play the paperwork game until, you know, you beat them at the paperwork game, and then they true nature gonna come out. When we was in Africa and everywhere else, we had paperwork. We was sovereign, independent, you know, nation of our own in Africa, and they didn't care about that. They're gonna pull out them guns, they're gonna pull out them whips and them, you know, them bombs and whatever other, you know, smallpox in a blanket, and they're gonna get busy. So just understand, paperwork ain't gonna do it. Paperwork is not gonna do it. But yeah, so we gotta, you know, in the Quran it says when the matter is decided, the devil is gonna say to you, to us, I had no authority over you. You know what I'm saying? Except that I called you and you obeyed me. So blame me not, but blame yourselves. I cannot come to your aid once you obey me, and now your life is in danger and you're getting your limbs blew off or whatever else. I cannot come to your aid, and I'm not coming to your aid, nor can you come to my aid. And I deny you associating me with the Most High. You should have been smarter than that. So anybody that's gonna take the Fauci juice, or that's going, you know, go overseas or whatever, you know what I'm saying, just because they called you, then they telling you that's on you. Shame on you. Because this ain't your war and these ain't your friends. These people don't love you, don't care about you. You've always been a disposable diaper, and you always will be to them. Yeah. See Allah, I refused at 20 years of age. One of the greatest decisions I made in my life. The same year I came into the knowledge of self. That was key. Yep. That was on. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. So now we so super, you know, we being generally resurrected. We know who the enemy is. When we say the devil, we know who we talking about. That's why all of this spell, all this stuff they just tried to run with Kamala Harris and all this stuff didn't work. And the stuff that they, you know, they's running against Trump, emotionally making him the racist, bigoted boogeyman. We already knew better than that. Like everybody, all of them is the racist boogeyman. What are you talking about? You ain't finna scare me with this one dude. You ain't finna make me outraged over this one dude. When I see that he ain't did nothing close to the bigotry and to the crimes against us than all of the presidents before him. That spell don't work. That trick don't work on us no more. So that's why they see, you know, they gotta physically do something to us, because they can't control us no more. So whenever you, like the big new Brzezinski said, whenever they find that they can't control 1 million or more people, then, you know, the alternative is to get rid of the 1 million people. And that's what they're doing now with weapons of war regarding health that attacks our health. They don't use bombs and guns no more. They use food and drugs and so-called medicines. That's how they get rid of us. That's how they destroy our birth record and our ability to reproduce and depopulate us and make us sick and ill and turn us into lifetime drug customers, patients, never being cured, always being treated, robbing your health and robbing your bank account at the same time, robbing your peace of mind. That's the new warfare. And when we get hip to that, then they got to try to come violently again. It's all going to always come back and revert back to physical violence. These people, once you beat them at every other game, then the mask comes all the way off, the horns come out, the fangs come out, and we back to square one. We back to where we knew they was all along. The beast. Yeah. Yeah, Fauci. Fauci juice. That is one of the greatest demos and greatest lessons of our century, of the last 100 years. The Fauci juice. For those that don't know, if you ever research Anthony Fauci and his involvement in various virus gain of function virus developments, including the HIV virus, y'all would know what a Satan really looks like, how a Satan really gets down. Satan is not a ghost. Satan is not a spirit, not a spook, not a mystery entity. Satan is a people, not one person, a people. Satan is plural, just like God is plural. God ain't just one person. God is a people, and Satan is a people. But the Most High, the supreme being of the God of gods, and the Lord of lords is an individual. And the Satan of Satans and the devil of devils is an individual. There's a most high, a most wise Satan among all the Satans, the highest, most wise scientist of evil, and that's called the dragon. That individual is called the dragon. And to tell you straight up, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said that man is the Pope of Rome, the wisest of them all. Ain't that something? So that's why, even when I mentioned giving props to Candace Owens and so many of our people that are activists and might got, our people's best interest, if you attach to that, if you believe in that and you attach to that, then the dragon got you. You just don't know it yet. You can talk about Diddy, you can talk about Hollywood and Disney and all this child actual crimes that's going on, but the Vatican, the Pope of Rome, you already know what goes on there. So they're that's the master of the mastermind. Yep. So how many of our people, especially our Latino people, was Catholics? How many of the Mafia? I'm saying that's where they at. Rome. Italian. Italy. Rome, Italy. That's why the Mafia. You always see the Mafia movies is connected with the Catholic Church and the Vatican and the popes and the cardinals. That's them folks, right? Italy. Ain't that who allegedly crucified Jesus? Jesus wasn't from Rome. Why is the home of Christianity, the mother of Christianity, all Christendom, Europe now, and Rome, Italy? I thought that's who got rid of Jesus. Jesus was in the Middle East. He was a black man from the Middle East. How is the capital of his religion in Europe, in Rome, all of a sudden by some white men, some old white men? So if you're a part of that faith, unfortunately, you got the dragon got you in his belly. Elmatic, check out the book RFK wrote about Fauci called The Real Dr. Fauci. Excellent book. Yeah. We just seeing Satan casting out Satan. That's all I say about that. I can't say which ones is the Satan more than the other ones, or which ones are the righteous, the Muslim sons, or the righteous Freemason Shriners that's choosing to fight the good fight on the side of the righteous God. I can't say. We got to just wait and see. You got to let the smoke clear, the dust settle, and see which one is standing, which one is going to expose themselves and identify themselves as who's who. So I don't know yet. So since I don't know, I sit back and stay out the way and let nature take its course. Let Armageddon, let Satan's take it, Satan's cast out Satan and see what's what. You know what I mean? Something is wrong. They are all such and such. They're not real. Look around you. You cannot hide. You're not safe. Run away. I don't know what that means. I can't post that, Dave, but I see you. The such and such and the such and such. Oops. Yeah. That's what the Bible say. I didn't write it. You didn't write it. We just know how to read. I just know how to read. That's what the Bible say. So if you believe in the Bible and you see that it say the Romans did this and Jesus had to keep on saying, well, Caesar's this, Caesar that, render unto Caesar what's Caesar's, pay him his little pound of flesh. Give Caesar while you when in Rome, do like the Romans, as long as you don't conflict with, your discipline, your religion. He's talking about Rome. He's talking about Roman Caesar. Talking about the Catholic, so-called Catholic Church people that hijacked his name and his faith. That's why in our lessons, it's a question to say, why did we take Jerusalem from the devils and such and such, such and such? Because one of our righteous brothers, who was a prophet by the name of Jesus, was buried there. He uses his name to shield his dirty religion, and practices. It calls it Christianity. What Jesus taught was freedom, justice, and equality. Jesus didn't teach Christianity. Jesus didn't know nothing about that term. But these people who hijacked his name and hijacked his life and called it their own religion and said that he was white and painted him as a white man everywhere, that was the Vatican. That was the dragon that did that. The one that sanctioned and funded all of the crusades that sent Christians all around the world, slaughtering the savages, conquistadors slaughtering the savages all around the world. That was the Vatican. That was the Pope. That was the Catholic Church. So we like to say the small hats is the brain. No. That's how wise that the Satan's or the dragon really is. If you ever seen The Godfather, the family got a lot of buffets. Yeah, buffets, So was there always a buffer between, the boss and the buffets. The family had a lot of buffets. That's all mafia business. That's all Roman, Italian, dragon rules. No, don't ever get your hands dirty. Don't ever let them trace it back to you. You act like an undercover boss. You ever seen that TV show, Undercover Boss? Them CEOs, they'll go get a little job. They'll get an application and get a little job in the mailroom, but it really be their company. And they just stay close enough so they can hear from the ground level what's going on, because they know that revolution starts on the ground level by the little poor masses. So they stay around the poor masses, and the poor masses don't know this nigga is the CEO and owner of this whole enterprise, this whole damn company. That's how the Vatican do it. They make everybody else look like the boss. They make America the beast, you know what I'm saying? But they say the dragon gave power to all these beasts. And the dragon gave power to this beast. And the dragon gave power to that beast. The dragon. We worship the beast. They worship the beast. But it's the dragon that's deceiving us to worship the beast. Yeah, focus on the beast. Don't focus on the dragon. Nigga, the real Satan, us. Focus on the beast. And we have to focus on, but the beast want to jump out there and be active and aggress on us like that. But they doing that by remote control of the dragon. So we got to deal with first things first. It's like ninjas. I know who the real enemy is, but if a ninja jump out in my face and try to get at me, I gotta put him down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Before I can even get to the real enemy, I gotta deal with the small hats or the such and suches and the such and suches. But we know who the real one is. We know who the head is. Yeah. So even that movie, what's the movie that Denzel just did? Gladiator 2. It's no coincidence all of this is about Rome, and they got these black men, and a black man is the one that's the main character, and they got him on some, like you said, some skirt stuff, on some rainbow kissing the man, and just, that's how slick that they are. That's why you can see that Denzel, he's putting out articles on how he's struggling with alcoholism and struggling with this and that. Like, damn, Denzel, but you can look at him now, look how burnt out he is. He's looking real burnt out and pasty and dried up and dehydrated, and what I'm saying, you could tell he's sick. He's sick after he did that role, after he did whatever he did, where they made him kiss that man and say, well, we ain't even gonna show it. They're acting like it's a small thing, and he got to get out in front of it, like, oh yeah, what I'm saying, you gonna write the script? Yeah, if you want me to write the script, acting like it's all good. But that's wrong. That's all a depiction and a reenactment of Rome. And now they want to make this black man the ultimate villain. Like he the one was the mastermind and damn near took over and brought Rome back. And then they got to use a Jake Paul white boy or a Donald Trump type white boy to unify white Rome from the black dude that almost took it over. There's no coincidence. None of this is a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I see you, Black Symphony Beats. Yeah. So yeah, I ain't here to really go into the Bible scriptures like that, but I'm posting it. I see what you're saying. Have any of y'all seen the Gladiator 2 on bootleg yet online? What y'all think about it? Was that a good movie? Was that necessary? Was that a role that Denzel Washington needed to play? Was that a movie he just had to do? He needed to do that movie? Why now? Why would they make sure that movie came out right now and make sure that he was the star of it doing what he did? Is that a Denzel movie? Is that what we see him as? Is that what, why do he want to be mixing among these weirdo, I can't even say the right word with the brothers doing the Greek, rainbow, inbreeding, pale, vampire, blue blood, redhead weirdness, you know what I'm saying? Just the whole vampirical, lifestyle. And then he gonna weasel his way in there and be the mastermind of it. And he whispering into the ear of this twin brother and make him off this little weird freak twin brother. And he talking to little monkeys. And what do Denzel have to do with any kind of movie like that? Why did he need to be a part of any type of BS like that? Right? What is this monkey business? Monkey business taking out black men. Why do we want to see these monkeys above and taking out, the black warrior dude, you know what I'm saying, got took out by the baboon monkeys? Like, do y'all know where monkeys come from? Are y'all familiar with the Quran where it says who made them into apes and swine? Are y'all familiar with the teachings, the NOI teachings of how monkeys and apes were produced, what they are products of, who they really are? Are y'all aware of those teachings? So it was a sausage fest, huh? Yeah. Asked Steve Fair common sense. I haven't, but Denzel looks sick on Jimmy Kimmel. I thought it was me. He doesn't look right. Yeah, he's not well. He said it. He's suffering from alcoholism. So what would make us an alcoholic? You got a beautiful black wife, right? You've been avoiding the tricks and the traps, and your image been squeaky clean as a heterosexual, strong black actor that never put on a dress, never even had a sex scene, never had a scene kissing a white woman, and none of that. And you're gonna bypass all of that to go straight to a freakazoid, freak off Roman sausage fest where you kissing a white dude, you know what I'm saying, and promoting that and acting like it's some thespian, some high class, the top acting Shakespeare type shit. Like, nigga, that's the freak capital of the world. That's the highest of freakstivity that you could role you could have played down there. So yeah, man. David Ortiz, his Diddy tape keep his Diddy tape from going public. or what? Or was the brother really clean? Hey, his image was. His image was. I ain't gonna say he wasn't. His image was. That's just like Bill Cosby, Dr. Huxtable, or Little Bill, or Fat Albert. Man, that was the greatest black male images we ever had in our lifetime. Bill Cosby. But now, according to him, he's Diddy #1, according to the media, right? As though he was really taking advantage of grown ass women that was coming back for seconds and thirds and all that, and acting like, oh, I was so starstruck that I didn't want him to ruin my career, or I didn't want to say nothing. Oh, okay. And then you got Kamala Harris, trust women, trust women, trust women, believe women, believe women, believe women. Why? Women don't lie? Women ain't the #1 soldier that takes all great men down? You ain't heard the story of Delilah, Samson and Delilah? You ain't heard them stories? Why would I trust all women? Why would I do that? You tired, sleepy? No. All right, I'm gonna have to get off here. Well, give me 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes. Right, they did Bill super dirty. You know what I'm saying? If these dudes is guilty of what they say they're guilty of, then yeah, they need to be chastised. They need to be punished. But who needs to be punished more? Them or the people that taught them how to do it, or that enabled them, or helped them, or cooperated or participated in it with them? You just saying that Bill Cosby just became that dude by himself. There wasn't no Hugh Hefner Playboy Mansion parties and nothing preceding what Bill Cosby allegedly did, huh? All right. All right. I don't ever remember Hugh Hefner going to jail. I don't ever remember Hugh Hefner catching no cases. Yeah, I just don't. Or Larry Flint, Hustler Magazine. None of these small hats, these small caps, who are the founders of the pornography industry. I ain't heard none of them being accused of these freak off crimes. Yeah. Salute, Sonny Red, Drum and Bay. Islam to you also, my God brother warrior. Yep. I'm gonna hop off of here. Also, like, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Also, on every weeknight, 7 p.m. West Coast time, 10 p.m. East Coast. And like I said, like Sonny Red said, it's also my pleasure, always my pleasure, to be able to build and break bread and break ideas and share, insight, share my little angle, my little take on things, and get yours at the same time. So, man, respect, love, peace, wealth, health, and victory. Campaign trail. Peace, y'all.